Math 7, Lesson 5.10. This is dividing fractions. We divide fractions. In order to divide fractions, we need to multiply the dividend, and the dividend is your very first fraction. And we're dividing that by the reciprocal of the divisor. And your divisor is your second fraction. So when I say the word reciprocal, what that means is it's the multiplicative inverse of the fraction. So what that means is you just take that fraction and flip it over like it's standing on its head. So if I had a fraction of 3/7, the inverse of 3/7 is 7/3. So when I'm dividing a fraction, I take my first number, my first fraction, and I keep it the same, and then I change it to a multiplication, and then I do the inverse of the second fraction. So here is an example. -6/13 divided by 3/4. So I keep this one the same. This is the first fraction, the dividend. I keep that the same. I change my division to a multiplication sign, and then I multiply it by the inverse of this second fraction. So all I do is change my function, which I am now multiplying rather than dividing, and then I do the inverse of it. And then after that, I just multiply straight across. Then it's just like regular multiplying of fractions. And on this example here, the next step would have been taking a look at this number. We can see that we can reduce it down, and then we reduce it. So that's all dividing fractions is. It's almost the same as multiplying fractions. You're just going to change your division sign to multiplication, and you're going to multiply it by the reciprocal of your divisor, or the second fraction. So there are a couple of things that we want to make sure that we don't forget, some of our basics, and sometimes our basics are easiest for us to forget. And that is, if I have a positive number and I'm multiplying it by another positive number, my answer is going to be positive. If I have a negative number and I'm multiplying it by a negative number, that number is going to be positive. So again, if my signs are the same, then it's positive. If I have a positive number and I'm multiplying it by a negative number, that's going to be negative. If I have a negative number and I'm multiplying it by a positive number, that is going to be negative. So if my signs are different, then it's negative. So that's just something to keep in mind. Let's do a few examples of this. If I have number 1, -10 divided by 1/2. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is turn my whole number into a fraction just by putting it over 1. Now it's a fraction. And I'm dividing, so I change my division sign to a multiplication. And I multiply it by the inverse of this number, or that number standing on its head. And now I just do what I know to do about multiplication. And I just, multiplying fractions, and I just multiply straight across. So it's going to be -20 over 1, and that simplified is -20. The second example, I am going to change my sign, so it's going to be 8/9 times, and if I change my sign, I have to multiply it by the reciprocal of the second fraction. So then I multiply that straight across. I'm going to cross reduce first. I see that 3 goes into 6 2 times, 3 goes into 9 3 times, and that's going to be 16 over 15. That's an improper fraction, so that is going to be 1 1/15. Let's do a few more examples. Number 1 is 3/5. I'm going to change my division to multiplication, multiply it by the reciprocal, or the inverse of the second fraction only. I'm going to cross reduce. 5 goes into itself once, it goes into 25 5 times. I can cross reduce here as well. 3 goes into itself once, it goes into 6 twice. That way I did all of my reducing up front. It's a lot easier to do it that way. And then I just multiply straight across. I have 1 times 5 is 5. 1 times 2 is 2. It's 5 halves is my answer. I need to turn that into a mixed number, which is 2 and 1 half. I'm going to now come down and do number 3. 3/8 times, I turn this number first. Actually, let's do it this way so as not to confuse you. I'm just going to turn this, keep this as a division right now. Turn this into the whole number into a fraction. Now, let's change it into multiplication and then the inverse. Multiply straight across. I have a -5, and that's the only negative I have, so my number is going to be negative. And that is 3/40, and it's going to be negative. I'm going to come down and do number 5. So again, I'm going to turn my -9 into a fraction by putting it over 1. And now I'm going to change my sign, putting it over 1. Change my sign to a multiplication, flip it, multiply straight across. Well, first I'm going to reduce. It's a 3 and a 1, and that is going to be equals -12 over 1, which is just -12. Number 7, it says to compare using less than, greater than, or equal to. So I'm going to have to find the answer to each side and then compare them. So the first part is going to give me 1/5 times 1/6, which is going to give me 1/30. The second is 12/1 times 3/2. I'm going to cross reduce this, and that is going to be 18. So I'm comparing 1/30 to 18. So obviously this one is smaller. And then we're going to do number 9, which means we evaluate these expressions. So I need to replace my A by 3/4, so it's 3/4 divided by, and I'm replacing my B by a -3/4. So then I need to solve this. So that's going to be the same as 3/4 times 4/3. Cross reduce this, and this, and this, and this. So now I multiply 1 times 1 is 1 over -1, which is going to give me an answer of -1.